Davis. All right, I am an artist, entrepreneur, creator, director, and many other things. All right. So today we're starting our tour, the Whole Armor tour. The name of my comic book series is called The Whole Armor, and it's about young people who have challenges, struggles, and issues that manifest into demons. And then they got to go to a spiritual realm to fight their demon and get their real life back on track. And they do so by putting on the whole armor. All right. So just to tell you a little bit of history about it, I started this project in 2006. Anybody born around that time? All right. You guys born in the early 2000s, or late 2000s. So I started this project in 2006. All right. I was a teacher at a school, and I was getting some interaction with some of my students, and I came up with this idea to come up with this comic book series. All right. So this year makes 20 years that I've been doing this. All right. I have originally 10 books, and I just released these newest 4 books that's on the table this month. All right. So children's book, because mainly the books are for like teenagers, young adults, and adults. And so a couple people were saying, where are the books for kids? Because they want to have a better understanding. So I created this children's book called Elijah's Belt, and then 2 coloring books as well for activities. And then the last book of the series, issue 7, it had 4 parts, so I combined it into 1 graphic novel, so it can be a thicker book. All right, so that's the way we'll get into libraries and other places. So those are the 4 new books coming out this month. All right. Any questions so far? No. All right. So you asked, what is an entrepreneur? All right, entrepreneur. The word literally means a person that takes risk. All right, you like taking risks? No. Anybody like taking risks? You do? Okay, so we got some risk takers. If you're not ready to take risks, and chances are it's going to be a challenge to be an entrepreneur, all right? Because you take a lot of risk as an entrepreneur, spend a lot of money, a lot of people aren't for what you're doing, it gets scary, you go broke, all those things happen in entrepreneurship. But the thing about being an entrepreneur is the rewards are greater. The greater the risks, the greater the rewards, all right? Can you guys name any entrepreneurs? Bill Gates definitely is an entrepreneur. All right, anybody else? Bill Gates.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, very good. Anybody else? Elon Musk. All right, so all those are entrepreneurs. They take great risk to have great rewards. All right, most of the guys you name are billionaires, multi-billionaires, all right, because they took a lot of risk and it became a reward. What I've learned in life is you make more money by the more people that you serve, okay? Because we always want to have a servant heart. We want to be able to serve other people. That's what we're here for. We're not here for ourselves. We're here for everybody else. And the more people you can serve, the more money you can make. All right, so Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, they serve billions of people, so they make billions of dollars. All right, so if you want to be able to expand, think about how more people you can serve. All right, that's going to be the best way to look at it. All right. Again, my name is CHIVAS Davis, Black History Month. Obviously, I'm a black man doing this thing. And so let's get started. So again, I went to school for art. All right, I've been an artist since I was 6 years old, discovered my gift. Been drawing, painting, sculpting, anything art related I've done. Okay, film, video, all those things. And so I've been able to take that and be able to generate into something that I love to do and make money doing it. All right, so that's the goal. You want to be able to support yourself with the gift that you have so you can have a nice, fulfilling life. All right, so I went to college at Savannah College of Art and Design. My degree is in animation. Okay, so I love making cartoons. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to watch my first animated short. It's won 12 awards all over the world at film festivals. And hopefully you enjoy it, and then we can talk about it and ask questions as well. All right, you guys ready?
Give it to me.
call it even. Fight. All my life I had to fight. Took a lot of sacrifice. Took a lot of L's for some better nights. My NC's and fighting demons. I'm so sorry, I apologize. I can't call it even. Sorry, my NC's and fighting demons. I'm so sorry, I apologize.
You know I got it on me. Yeah, the belt truth right. And I have been wearing it from my youth. And right now I'm speaking it from the booth. General in the army. I'm still giving light to the homies. Gospel of peace. I start some piece of the enemy with every word that I speak. I will inherit the earth because I'm meek. The weapon is hostile, but it will not prosper. Bring it on. You are no match for the armor, no. Cause I got the power of the Holy Ghost. Going so much I'm day. Used to be sleep, I'm away. The enemy thought I would break, but I escaped. And I had the shield of faith. Gotta be strong in the Lord and the power of his might. Helmet of salvation, keep the helmet on tight. Sword of the Spirit. When we fight, we gon' win. Hope you hear it. Got that on, 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 yeah. Got that on, 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 got that on.
Pull up on their lights, heard they lying on them, but they trial on them, got a smile on them. Still like if they cheating, you might have to go inside on them. Time to get your armor, not your pride. Someone told me they been out here stealing nationwide. I'm gonna tell the truth, I can't be still, I can't be quiet. We gon' stick together till the end and not divide. This ain't telling stories, I'm gonna take you on a ride. That's humanity, that's insanity. You see hypocrite, you the enemy. Elijah parents say they thinking about some freaking things. And I ain't trying to have no pride, not by any means. Guillotine, living in a guillotine. You got me in that water like a submarine. I can't do anything before 13. I can't. I had to put the whole armor on me. My NC's and fighting demons. Sorry, I can't call it even. Fight. All my life I had to fight. Took a lot of sacrifice. Took a lot of L's for some better nights. My NC's and fighting demons. I'm so sorry, I apologize. I can't call it even. Sorry, my NC's and fighting demons. I'm so sorry, I apologize. I can't call it even. Sorry.
First Corinthians 9:23. I do all of this for the sake of the gospel, that I may share in its blessings. You should know that in a race, all runners run, but only one gets the prize. So I run in such a way as to get the prize. Everyone who competes in the Olympics goes into strict training. They do it for a crown that will not last. But I do it to get a prize that will last forever. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my race. I have kept the faith. Now, there is in store for me a crown of righteousness.
It was all a dream.
That was a crazy dream. My name's Elijah. I'm a 17-year-old Christian. Yeah, seriously, we are an endangered species. Being good is the hardest thing to do. Being between peer pressure and social media, it's like a battle every single day. That's my mom, y'all. I have a pretty mom, but I know she has an ugly secret. She's living a life of lies. She says she's running errands, but she's really walking in darkness. She's lying to me and herself. Here's my dad.
Hey, son.
He has issues with going to bars and clubs after work, but he's really a hard worker. I don't even think he takes a day off.
You don't work?
But you know who else doesn't take a day off? Satan.
He's working hard too. But to break up my family. This is my homeboy Caden. Every week he comes with these stories. Like, I mean, I know he's lying, but normally I would just appease him and listen. But not today, man.
Girl,
He's like,
was like,
boom, bam, beam. And I'm like, cap, cap, cap. My favorite part of the morning is to get to see my girl back. Yeah. Wait a minute. I didn't hear from her this weekend. I wonder what. She must think I'm stupid. She posts everything on the ground. She lying to me too? Oh, it's like whatever, man.
I didn't do it. Anything.
Let me read my word. I just can't believe this. Why would they lie to me like that?
The Lord protects those of childlike faith.
That's me.
I was facing death, and He saved me.
This feels like hell.
Let my soul be at rest again.
Peace.
The Lord has been good to me.
Thank you.
He saved me from death.
My steps.
My eyes from tears, my feet from stumbling. I almost fell, y'all.
Sometimes
So I walk in the Lord's presence
like an
as I
alien.
live here on earth. I believed in you. You've been in trouble, Lord. In my anxiety, I cried out to you. Are all I am, Lord.
Allow me to introduce you. I'm Satan's lieutenant of lies. Lies.
I hate and despise lies. But I love God's word.
So the truth must be that your family and friends don't love you. Oh, God.
Shut your lying lips. Talk about my people.
Oh, I'll ever do that. Lying lips.
Burn my hand.
I'm not letting you My spiritual lies, Baby girls. Baby girls. Alright, this
Sinful in all life. Like a fire. This is the second death.
What y'all think?
I think it was good.
It was good? Okay. Any questions about it?
I only got one. What
Sure.
animating software do you use?
So I'll tell you the process of animation. All right, animation is a very laborious process. So there's an old school way and then there's a new school way, and now you have AI, so it's probably easier to do it now. I haven't gotten into that yet, but when I was in college, we had to do all the drawings on paper and pencil. Then we had to redraw them again without the sketchy lines, and then we had to take those and put it in the computer, each frame, and then color it individually, right? And then from that process, we had to run it back to the computer, and then it would basically show the animation process. And I'll tell you how laborious it is. It takes 12 frames or 12 drawings to do 1 second of animation. Okay, you heard that before? Okay, so 12 frames. And if you want, of course, if you want things to go faster, you do shorter frames, you may be able to do 6. If you want it to be slow motion, you probably do 24 frames a second. So that's 24 drawings to get 1 second of animation. All right, so if you think about a movie being, 2 hours long, it takes years. Like Lion King, the original movie took 4 years to make. All right, so to answer your question, this process is called traditional animation. So you have 3D and you have traditional, you have stop motion. So traditional animation is actually frame by frame animation. And so what's used now is we do it on tablets instead of paper. So it's different softwares you can use. You can use Flipbook, you can use Procreate now on iPads, you can use that. And so those are some of the ways that you can do it. So this is frame by frame, so each thing is drawn picture by picture, and they color frame by frame. All right. Any other questions? You have any questions? You have any questions? Okay. So basically, it's a Christian comic book series, and it's a Christian animated series, and it's been taking me. It takes about 3 to 6 months to get like 2 or 3 minutes of animation. So that's how long the process is through it. Each book takes a long time as well. So each page usually takes between 6 to 8 hours per page, and that's just from the drawing, the coloring, the editing, and then doing all the graphics as well. So that's kind of like the process of being able to create your own comic book. Anybody interested in creating books? Do we have any artists in the room? What? So what did you think of the animation? It was good? Okay, anything stands out particular to you?
The demon.
The demon?
Famous last.
I can't hear you.
When the demon and got to a fight.
Oh, okay. You like that part? Okay. What about you?
The snakes.
I can't hear you.
The snakes.
Oh, the snakes. You like that part? Okay. What was interesting about the snakes?
Because it was tall.
It was what?
It was tall.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, they're actually giant snakes. Anybody else?
I like the color-wise, it was pretty good. It was diverse from my brain to be like, oh, it's the same color. I generally liked it.
Okay. You guys are in high school?
Yeah, it's all great.
So okay, y'all seniors? Okay. So what are you guys gonna do next after high school?
I'm going to go into the U.S. Air Force for aviation maintenance.
Oh, that's good. That's what you wanna do. For all three of you.
No, I'm doing Marines for
Okay.
electrician stuff.
Okay. And then you?
I want to study business.
Study business. Okay. So that's good because I can answer any questions about that. You're gonna go to college for business or you wanna get into business?
I'm going to college business.
Okay. So I'll give you a few tips on that as well. You have a phone, kid? Okay. So what school do you guys go to?
Which one? There's not no big deal.
People
Just
got
like, let's be so honest.
There's a box in the
Nobody's-
front. With wristbands, can you just bring that to me? All right, so if you're going to college for business, usually they have entrepreneurship school or school of business. But I can tell you, as an entrepreneur and business person, the best way to learn is to actually do it. All right. If you go to business school, they will teach you some fundamentals, learning how to build balances and budgets, crunching numbers, and all those type of things. Marketing, those are all good things you need to know. And but I would say start doing it now. Whatever you want to achieve, because you're gonna make mistakes. All right. And there's a saying that says, in business, 9 out of 10 businesses fail. Okay, you guys ever heard of that?
No.
You heard of that before? You heard of that before? 9 out of 10 fail. That means 1 makes it. So what should you do as a business owner? Should you fail one time and then quit?
No, I'm gonna keep going on it.
Keep
You
going.
should do it. See, invest in the stock market to make more money for your own business.
You could do that too. You could do that too. So I've in my lifetime has over 9 businesses because I heard that thing. If you have 1 out of 9, 1 wins out of the 10. I said, let me just create 10. At least I know 1 will make it. And so I just keep making businesses, keep trying until success happens. So now I have 3 businesses. I own the store across the street. I have this media company, the Christian media company, And I have a company in Florida as well where I teach painting classes to people of all ages. So if you want tips on business, how to start a business, you know, I'm gonna be a good person to talk to. You can always find me in the store if you have questions about that as well. All right. Any more questions? Anybody interested in creating a book? No, you don't want to write a book? What about making animation? Yes, no?
I already asked my question about anime yesterday.
Okay, that's good. You had any questions?
No, I just came to visit and see your work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was just telling them the process of animation, process of making books. Again, these are new books out. The coloring book, Elijah's Belt, and then the graphic novel. And then you can also listen to the books, right? I made audio versions of the books, so you can go to wherever you listen to music, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, and you can actually listen to books 1 through 5 and just listen to the whole story. And just like you hear the sound effects and things, you'll hear that in the book instead of it just like somebody talking. I don't think that's kind of cool. It's just here, you know, chapter 1, this, that, and that. So I actually have the dialogue in the book.
What made you choose this type of creation instead of like of anime? I guess I could say.
So these books, they are Christian comic books. If you didn't realize that, they're Christian
Yeah.
comic books, and Christian animation. Number one, there's no market for it. All right. So when you come up with a product, you want to be able to have a market for your product, something that people need, but they don't have. Right. We didn't have iPods, we didn't have iPhones, we didn't have iPads. Steve Jobs said, "Hey, there's an open market, brand new product, blew up." All right. So my story was I wanted to introduce Christianity and God to kids who may not necessarily go to church or anything like that, but they want to have some kind of spiritual connection. And so this was the means to do it. I also wanted to make a multicultural book, right? Because if you see a lot of Christian stuff out, it's not multicultural, you know. And so I wanted to have a culture that represents everybody, you know, black, white, Hispanic, Indian character. I got a Haitian character. If you look at issue 6, the character is Haitian. He speaks Creole. Issue 4, Hispanic character is speaking Spanish. And then you can listen to the voices and hear the connection between the cultures. Not only that, but each character has their own issue. Like we all have our own issues we're dealing with, right? We all have something we're dealing with. And so each book represents a different issue. You have lying, cheating, stealing, vanity, hypocrisy. And then issue number 7 introduces brand of demons, lust of the eyes, lust of the flesh, and pride of life. And at the end, it's like, y'all seen Infinity War? Y'all seen that? And Endgame? So the issue 7 is kind of like that of the comic book series. It brings all the characters back and all the demons, and then they have like a spiritual war, and they all fight all the demons. And so that's basically how it comes out. Does that answer your question? Okay. So that was the aspect. And so all the books are drawn by me. All the writing is done by me, except issue 5 and 6. One of the guys at my church, one of the youth at my church, he was a writer. He did poetry, so I wanted to encourage him to use his gift. And so he wrote half of issue 6, and then issue number 5 was a girl issue, and I didn't grow up as a girl, so I wanted to tell a story from a girl's perspective. So I had one of the women at my church write the first half of that book from a young girl's perspective. And then when it got to the fight scenes, I wrote the fight scenes and the dialogue. And so those are the only 2 that had collaboration, and then the other ones, it just came from my mind. So that's how it works.
How long does it take you to write a book?
So I was telling them each page takes about 8 hours, right? So, and that's just start to finish, coming up with the sketches, the drawing, the inking. So the process is sketch, and then you do line work, and then you ink it, which the black lines, then you color it, and you put the font and text, special effects. So it takes about 8 hours, and then you have to give it to somebody and say, hey, did I spell anything wrong? Does it sound right? They read through it, you bring it back and do your re-edits. And so that's how long it takes. Issues 4, 5, and 6, I did during the pandemic. So we had a lot of free time. So I crunched all those books and wrote all those books and released those in 2000. So it was in that 21, 22, and then issue 7 came out in 22. as well. And I spent many hours on that. That one, I discovered the iPad Procreate, and I was able to do it anywhere, on the plane, in the car. So I was able to get those a little bit faster. But the other ones I did by pencil, scan, and then colored it on the computer. So it's a long process to get to the end. Anything you do in life, it's gonna be a process. It's gonna take some time. If you wanna be great, you gotta just go through it. You don't have to be great to get started, but you gotta get started to be great. That's pretty much how you gotta do it. I was telling my son last night, the same way you do anything that's great, is the same way you're gonna eat an elephant. You know how to eat an elephant? You know how to eat an elephant? I eat an elephant.
You gotta skin the elephant first. You gotta take off the tendons and stuff. You don't wanna fry those up. No.
He's going into detail.
You go straight to detail.
You're eating the guts also.
Yes.
The-
Nothing in here is going to waste. All right.
That's true. And the point of it is, you don't eat a whole elephant at one time. You eat it piece by piece. And so whatever you want to achieve, you just do small processes, small steps, and then you get to where you get to. And if you don't know how to do something, the best way to learn to do it is by doing it. Right? I didn't know how to write a comic book when I did issue 1, and you can tell progressively how I became a better writer through the process by doing what you have to do. So when you see something that's a challenge, you may get discouraged when you start because you don't know what you're doing. But the best part about becoming an expert is that everybody start off as an amateur, right? The first person that flew a plane to drive a car, Michael Jordan, LeBron, they started off as amateurs. Nobody was just automatically great. They went through the process and then became what they need to be, right? All right, any more questions, comments? You guys want me to read one of the books?
Yeah, what's your favorite one?
The funny part, my favorite one is the girl book. This is my favorite issue. But I'll read this one because it's the shortest and it's the newest, all right? And it's a children's book, so guys, just if you're teenagers, it's okay, just go with it, all right? You excited? What grade are you in? Okay. You like school?
No. They're twins.
She said, yeah, I know. She comes to the store all the time. I own the store across the street.
Oh, you do? Okay.
All right. So the reason this is called Elijah's Belt is because it's based on the first comic book for the teens. All right. So I'm going to take each character and make a child version of it, and it's going to be shorter. All right. So that one's also called The Truth About Lies, and this is also called The Truth About Lies. And then the whole armor has 6 parts. So each book will be a different part of the armor. So it starts off with the belt. All right, here we go. In a world of wonder, where stories unfold, there lived a young hero, Elijah, so bold. His heart was filled with kindness, his spirit so pure. He stood up for truth, and that was for sure. That will say, ooh.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that's 10 points for you. All right. But lurking nearby with a wicked grin was a demon named Lion who thrived in sin. With twisted powers, he aimed to deceive, to make people lie and make them believe. This is Lion. All right. Lion would whisper with his dark magic spell, causing mischief and chaos. All would not end well. He twisted the truth like twisted vines, spreading his poison one lie at a time. See him whispering? Sometimes in life we'll have little whispers that tell us to do the wrong thing. You gotta ignore those. All right, here we go. But Elijah was ready, equipped for the fight, with the whole armor of God shining so bright. He wore the belt of truth, so strong and secure, to combat lions' lies, to make them endure. And that's the belt of truth. Okay, you want to remember to wear the belt of truth. You can keep it. Because I'll have to come that way later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got work. So I'll see you.
All right, go ahead. As Lion approached with the lies he devised, Elijah stood tall with the truth in his eyes. He saw through the lies and called them by name, exposing the deception, putting Lion to shame. I'm supposed to say, ooh.
As you should.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Lion grew furious. His powers were weak against Elijah's armor, so bold and unique. His arrows of fire, they had no effect. The shield of faith was its deflect. Ooh, yeah, see, you guys got it now. All right, with each lie defeated, Elijah grew strong. The belt of truth gave him victory all along. Elijah thrives in honesty and spreads it around, cutting off lions' lies. They fell to the ground. All right, so children, remember Elijah's tale, the belt of truth that will never fail. With the whole armor of God, stand up tall, defeat lies and deception once and for all.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, and so if you get this book, you can go to the barcodes and then you can scan it and be able to hear the actual versions of the book. All right. Any more questions, comments? What do you guys think? You like it? Okay. You like it too? Any more questions, comments? No? All right, well, class dismissed, so thank you all for joining. We got snacks in the back. If you want to buy the books, the bigger books are $10. The children's books are $5. And you can get a wristband for $1. If you want to get a wristband. But since you all came today, you can get a wristband for free.
You know, this been